Hi guys. So yesterday I did a video about 18 things you should know by the time you're 18, and it came across number 7, which I'm going to reread because I still have the article up from yesterday. No, computer, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go down to 7. It says, by now you should have realized that humans aren't as smart as you think. Though science and religion give us many explanations, neither legendary geniuses nor anyone else has been able to answer the actual important, totally confounding questions that dictate the world around us. These questions include, what happens after death? Why are we here? Why is there evil in the world? By now we've figured out that most adults handle these defeating questions by pretending they don't exist. Now comes to decide how we're going to handle them. Okay. The information I'm about to tell you is 100% true, and whether it makes you angry or upset or frustrated or robbed, I'm sorry. I cannot change any of those feelings for you, but all you guys can do is do your own due diligence, do your own research, and come to your own conclusions if you think I'm just blowing smoke up your ass, which I am not. I'm not a liar. I don't like to short-side things, and I also don't like to waste time with feeble words that are inert and don't matter. I'm telling you, this is exactly what has happened in the past. It starts way back in 13 something. Well, actually, it's like fast forward to 1455, 1481, and 1531. The Vatican is the most powerful. It is the absolute power in the world. Everybody, all governments, including the United States, the British Queen, everybody pays tributes, the taxes and everything go to the Vatican. Now, why does this happen? During the time of the Crusades, when Christians were being slaughtered and the Knights Templar were being chased away for defending Christ, the Roman Catholicism, this all goes back to Julius Caesar, Augustine, and all those people, the Pope, they all work together. I'm saying all the way up through the Nazis to this very day. We are still living in the what's the word? The conquistadors, when they were all like, the Inquisition. We're still living in the Inquisition right now in 2020. So your president that you're voting for right now has already been picked. All of that stuff is just BS. It is all just fluff and froth around the top to give you illusion that you have a choice when you do not. You guys need to look up this word. It is Latin. Everything is going to be Latin. So I'm going to spell it. Cestui. That's the first word. Q-U-E. Third word. V-I-E. Cestui Que Vie. Cestui Que Vie. You can call it whatever you want to call it. The whole reason why when you go to court and you're standing there and you don't know what's going on, the bailiffs and the lawyers and the judges, they're all talking this ridiculous words that you don't understand what's going on. It's because these judges, these people are grim reapers. They are the people that reap your souls. They own and work for these people. That's why all this crazy stuff can happen in court, and you're like, I can't understand how somebody that's been smoking weed is thrown in jail for 30 years, and some guy that gets raped and is a raper and he's out in jail in like 6 months. It's because these people have no souls. These people work for money. Every single soul that they get is $130,000. I don't know. I don't even know what the figures are. Do I even care? No, because you can't put money on somebody's soul. You can't put money on somebody's energy. So why, when you have a baby, do you have to register to the nurse? Because they get money. That Social Security is linked to 3 trusts: the trust to your soul, the trust to your property, and the trust to what's that? Rommus Pontifer. You guys have to look up these dates: 1455, 1481, and 1531. Those are the 3 trust accounts that are linked to your name. You are a multi-millionaire. You don't even know it. Your soul is worth $14 million to these people. You are traded on the stock market, and that is the absolute truth. And you can be upset. You can be upset, angry, furious that it happens, but The whole reason why when you die and we're in this circle, this soul cage, is because these sorcerers, they're not priests, they're not popes, they go back to the Egyptian times. I'm telling you, the theologians, the priests, they all worked together at the time, and the philosophers, everybody. So if you had this certain amount of information, everybody was free back then, up until these points when they made these trusts. These trusts came around the Templar time. The reason it's called a trust is because you would go fight in the war, and you would say, hey, let's say your brother or whatever, your sister is the trustee. You give her everything that you own, you go fight in the war, you come back. Well, sometimes when you came back, you didn't get your stuff back. Those people that you gave all your wealth to, your house, everything, they became so comfortable living the way they did while you were off fighting for Christ, or fighting for the war, or fighting for whatever you were fighting for back then. Some of those people didn't get their stuff back. That was when the Roman Catholics said, hey, that's a really good idea. Why don't we just make an express trust where we say we own everything. We own all the souls. We own everything. So look up Cestui Que Vie, and that will tell you why there's evil in the world, why there's poverty in the world. It keeps people paying taxes because the middle class doesn't want to be poor, so we keep going to work. The rich people reap it all, and we get all upset at everyone else, and they keep us fighting amongst each other, divide and conquer. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, rich, poor. It doesn't matter if you are born into poverty, if you're born into richness. They own it all. You can collapse these accounts too. It's breaking news, and no one has challenged this. Look up Unum, U-N-U-M, Sanctum. That's what it's all under, Unum Sanctum. Nobody has ever challenged Unum Sanctum yet. But if you want to go into court and you could say, hey, if you know the right things to say, they can't, you don't, as long as you don't even admit who you are, you can say, yeah, I'm Greg, but just don't use your surname. Don't use the word trustees and trust. If you tell them, do you own this account of the trustee account, they will go pale in the face and don't even know what. They're like, these people know this stuff. Yeah, you guys need to learn and look this stuff up. So I'm going to actually label this Cestui Que Vie, and I'm going to, so if you guys want to look it up yourself, if you guys want to say, man, this is a madman. No, this is the honest God truth. And I'm blowing this information up on election day because, just so you know, it doesn't matter who you pick. You are already purchased. You're already sold tomorrow. And I'm sorry, if you don't collapse these trusts, then you just cycle back into the soul cage. And I know people don't think, oh, how do you know what happens when you die? Well, because the Egyptians, it was all about the spirit in the temple inside you. Well, they hold all this information. They actually have a spell going around your head right now. You can't see it, but it is taken, and it is sold, and it is bought. So challenge Unum Sanctum. You guys look it up, and, you know, hopefully I don't disappear. Love you guys. Bye.